industry data, we have more application. That's why a lot of young entrepreneurs, especially in digital arena, we have to start to think about how to build website, how to build mobile apps, how to digitalize your applications. That is how vertical industry coming in. It's a lot of opportunity, market opportunity. Open up cross-border information exchange. These are all the things that we need to do for type 1, non-smart city country. Type 2 is those countries already applying some smart city solution. For example, like Russia, people like Singapore, Russia, some of them like we talk about Indonesia, maybe some of them they already started come up with some smart city initiative. But the pain point is still data in silo. Data is still scattered around. There's no combination. So difficult in sharing information. Okay? And the solution is they need a lot of industry interlink, strengthen the big data and cloud solution. They need to start to build a lot of cloud. Okay? Cloud solution, big data exchange platform, data sharing platform. This is what they need to do. And type 3 is those countries is already come to like Singapore. Actually, their government, they have their blueprint. They already started to create the smart city. They call it smart nation or what? I think some of you know, isn't it? Singapore, they are really full swing for their smart nation project. Okay, so but how to monetize, how to make the data more valuable and tradable, this is what they need to think about. Even they have the initiative, but how to apply this idea and to make it make the data become more valuable. That is the question they want to solve. That's the issue they want to solve. Data industry is not effective promoted. Okay, and solution, they have to come out with big data authority and exchange platform. Okay, and build the ecosystem. And they can do a lot of things like precise marketing. These are all the 3 types of smart city country. So type 1 city, definitely they need to build more infra, vertical industry and information inter-exchange. Like they need to start to think about logistic governments, smart governments, smart tourism. These are all the things that we need to do, smart transportation. And the other type 2 city is strengthen the big data platform through the integration of cloud system, IoT, all these things, strengthens all the solution into one platform, from commerce, logistic, medical, any field, so many fields. Actually, we have 40 over fields that we can integrate our big data solution. It's not just e-commerce. E-commerce just one of the industry we talk about, one of the vertical industry. But we haven't talked about medical industry, agriculture industry. They are so huge. Imagine in Sarawak, let's say we can have one-stop agriculture platform, e-commerce platform. We have all the crops, latest price information or the commodity price information, and we know all the commodity availability, the balance, whatever, all the information in one apps. That is the big opportunity, big apps actually. I just talk about one industry like agriculture. We can do that. We can, some of our developers here, you can think about how to standardize all the agriculture under one apps. In China, they have a very complete one-stop agriculture mobile apps. You just search any crops. You want to know what is the latest price of our beras. What is the latest price of our palm oil? You can get it from the apps. And what is the commodity price, international price, what is the demands, what is the chart, all these things you can get from one apps. That is what happened in China. So we must come up with a more big data platform. These are all the big data platform. Okay? And we have to build that ecosystem. The type 3 is we need to come up with this city, we need to come up with more big data exchange platform. Things like trading of data and integration with emerging industry. People like Uber, Facebook marketing, West, all these things, we have to integrate with all the players. New manufacturing, we call it Industry 4, AI, intelligence, driverless car, all this technology. These are all the emerging industry. So we have to integrate with big data. Of course, all of this is IoT. It's related to IoT, integrated. We call it the Internet of Things. Okay, you see from this application, platform, data access, network connectivity, and data connectivity. All these promote the city new technology and new industry. So, but major challenge to implement the big data solution in smart city, we have three major problems. The first one is it's very difficult to collect data. How do you collect data? No one will give you your data. We have so many personal data acts to protect your data, but actually we can, if we have the solution, the applications, mobile apps or website or whatever, you can actually collect a lot of useful information, and that will be the future. Okay, so data collection is the major issue, and how to apply when you collect your data, how to apply the data become useful as useful application, and difficult to share also. How to share your data to the rest of the people. Okay, like government, for example, government has a lot of useful information, has a lot of valuable information, but how do you share your data to the public? No? They are so conservative. Most of the government, they have millions of information, but they don't want to share. That is why we need a more open data policy. Like China, they are already come up with something like a authority to standardize all the data policies, So they come up with all the rules and regulations, and they enforce all the government department. You must open up your data. You cannot be keep everything. I mean, of course, it's not those classified data. We talk about useful data. We talk about tradable data. Okay, let entrepreneurs, let the next business people, they can access to government to use your data and to analyze what is the latest trends of the business. So these are all the things that I think we need to solve the challenge. These are the challenges in smart city. And how to solve the first solution, the first challenge is data collection issue. The data collection issue, we can accelerating the deployment of IoT system. This is how today our topic IoT coming in. So with these are all some of the associations, some of the association and bodies who are really focusing in promoting the next big data and IoT solution, like my IoT associations. So I'm talking to the association chairman in KL, Mr. James, and I try to invite him to come to Sarawak to give some presentation. So these are the things like my IoT, Malaysia Industry Government Group of High Technology. MAGiG is a new organization, but they're also promoting smart city for Malaysia. So they cover the whole Malaysia. It's not just KL, and they have Smart City Alliance, Huawei, and many more. These are all the players that starting to promote IoT and big data in Malaysia, and some others as well. So data sharing solution, how to make the data. When we collect the data, let's say we have the data, but how to fully utilize the data. We need to form a big data authority in Sarawak. That is government level. So that's why we create this kind of awareness, we let people know, and we also like to let our authority to know about the importance of big data. So we need to have a big data authority in Sarawak or in Malaysia. So this is why we are focusing, like in China, they call it Guiyang Shenyang, Guiyang, Da Suju, they have a lot of this kind of authorities already. To promote, to come up with a standards. Now we don't have a standards, so everybody have a we don't know. But I think Sarawak is moving towards this kind of direction. I think science is get involved in that as well. Okay, so big data, we need to create a big data exchange center for those with data. People like maybe government's agency, you have your own data, and some of the corporate maybe. We have a center to exchange your data. Okay, there is a standard, there is a way to do it. It's just that we need more entrepreneurs, we need more application in the future to gather all this data and make it exchangeable. So big data application solution, then we can apply all these solutions into the smart city ecosystem, like city planning, financial, city development, ICT, factory, telco. These are all of this is our ecosystem, educational departments, places like MAGiG, all the young entrepreneurs. We have to come together and build the ecosystem. Okay, some of the smart city in Malaysia, I just want to let you preview some of the initiatives being taken. Okay, this is by, I think, by MIT, UST. They have come out with some initiatives throughout Malaysia. Okay, some of them I don't think you know about, like Kuala Lumpur competitive city. Okay, they have some planning about this. And Putra intelligent garden city. Sabah they have competitive city, and Kuching also they come out with competitive city. So these are some of the initiatives already started from West Malaysia. And this is the Global Science and Innovation Advisory Council. I would like to introduce some relevant bodies for you to, maybe you can, if some of you would like to know more about this information, or you want to join them, please, okay, you can take a photo and record down. These are some of the group, I think chaired by the Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia, and support the Malaysia Industry Government Group of High Technology. So this sort of, they're providing all this Malaysia Economic Transforming Program. So smart city is under them. I think IoT, we're going to be related to all these initiatives. And GSIAC Smart City Alliance, these are all the bodies, Sunway, MIT, Smart City Alliance founding partners. Okay, so you can actually find out more about this. And citizen-centric approach and engagement model. So these are the things that we talk about IoT. We're going to apply a lot of IoT in transportation system, security system, infrastructure, waste management, or government. A lot of things actually we can apply. Later on, we have two more speakers who will share with you their IoT experience. Okay, how they use their IoT. I think the other one is that they come up with products, or IoT products. So we just let you share what is IoT actually, later on. And these are the smart community. So today we are here, it's not just because we come here for talks, you listen to our speaker. No, actually we want to build our smart communities. Okay, we want to build more leaders, more program, accelerator program or incubator program for the next generation, for the next young entrepreneurs. So we are here as a community. So every time we have an event, if we can manage to get some good speaker, we will ask you to come. That is our objective. We want to create more awareness. So people like you can come back, you can think about what sort of IoT solution or big data solution that you can develop. Okay, through this sharing, through these talks. So we like to think about how to set Kuching as a big data and smart city. So it's not a small project. Maybe it's a big. We need to involve a lot of people from all the industry. So these are the things that we try to do. Okay, we try to come up with programs to stimulate this community. Okay, and our plan is in accordance with them. The MIC, national platform, is to build this big data city in Kuching. So I think that's all. This is my sharing. Thank you very much.